Vishal Thakkar's journey is a compelling testament to the power of following one's own path, even when it defies conventional expectations. Raised into a middle-class family in Navsari, Gujarat, Vishal's early life was marked by a deep love for books. Known as a bookworm, he spent countless hours in his local library, devouring every book in the children's section until there was nothing left to read.
My early achievement would be in my 7th grade when my librarian told me that those 5 cupboards in the kids section are done for you. You don't have to go there because the register says that all books that are there have been issued and returned by you.
Despite his academic curiosity, Vishal, like many, was expected to follow a typical career path, one that promised stability, respectability, and financial security. After completing his 10th grade in 1998, Vishal moved to Mumbai, encouraged by his paternal uncle. This move marked a significant turning point in his life. His uncle secured him a part-time job at a CA firm, which not only introduced him to the world of finance, but also sparked a deep interest in becoming a chartered accountant. However, during his teenage years, a family acquaintance, upon seeing his palm, predicted that Vishal wasn't the CA type. Far from being discouraged, Vishal took this as a challenge. With a youthful defiance, he made a Rs 1000 bet that he would indeed become a CA. This challenge became a driving force for him, and in 2005, Vishal proved his doubters wrong by becoming one of the youngest chartered accountants in India, passing the rigorous exams on his first attempt. For many, achieving a CA degree is the culmination of a journey towards a stable and lucrative career. The prestige and financial security that comes with it form a safety net that few are willing to leave behind. But Vishal's story shows that what truly matters isn't just security. It's finding what you are genuinely good at and pursuing it with passion. Despite landing a coveted position at UTI Securities, where he gained substantial experience working on 16-17 IPOs and navigating the complexities of SEBI regulations and stock exchanges, Vishal felt an internal pull towards something more aligned with his true talents. He realized that his ikigai, his reason for being, lay not in the corporate world but in teaching and mentoring others in finance. Encouraged by his uncle's advice, Vishal ventured into the field of training. His first significant opportunity came when he was invited to conduct a finance workshop for Ultratech Cement in Kolkata, an Aditya Birla Group company. This experience opened the doors to a series of training sessions with some of India's top corporations, including Mahindra, Reliance, Adani, and Kotak. Vishal's ability to simplify complex financial concepts and make them accessible to non-finance professionals quickly made him a sought-after trainer. During this phase, he achieved significant commercial success.
Immediately after I decided to go on my own, I got this first break. So my training career actually started in Kolkata. It was my first training I did there in Kenilworth, on the Park Street. So, and from then on I have not looked back. Honestly, I had an illustrious corporate training career. I mean, you have to really hunt for a company and name it where I haven't trained in India at least.
But he wasn't content with just personal achievements. Eager to expand his impact, Vishal attempted to start a training company, even attracting an investor. However, the venture didn't pan out as expected, largely due to the early misstep of giving away too much equity. The setback could have discouraged many, but Vishal took it in stride. He recognized that while not every venture would succeed, the lessons learned were invaluable. He returned to his strength, delivering customized, high-quality training sessions, and continued to build his reputation in the industry. Not one to rest on his laurels, Vishal continued to innovate and expand his reach. He introduced the Robert Kiyosaki cash flow game into SP Jain School of Global Management's Family Business Program, providing students with a practical and engaging way to learn about finance. His entrepreneurial spirit also led him to develop a learning and development app, which he later sold to Sharekhan.
We started with making apps. So we created an app through which you could read, you could watch videos, you could attend live sessions. Sharekhan liked our app so much. They said, we want this app. So I told the CTO that look, you can't buy the app. You can buy programs inside the app. And then I said that, this is not inventory, this is my fixed asset. So he said, you keep your accounting jargon to yourself, I am putting money. Are you willing to sell this app to us? So then I spoke to my partner, and then he said, look, he's giving us enough money for the efforts that we've put in for 2 years. Let's exit.
Further cementing his reputation as a thought leader in the field. His expertise and insights into finance also led to a 5-book contract with CNBC Publishing, with titles including Finance for Non-Finance, Balance Sheet, Tale of Assets and Liabilities, and GST for the Layman. These books not only solidified his standing in the Indian market, but also opened doors to international assignments, particularly in the Middle East, where he worked with the Lulu Group and others.
So I went in, and this very strict lady is asking me, why you want to write a book? I am ready to write. I am not writing for money. I am writing because I want people to read. She opened her drawer and pulled out a contract saying that here's a contract to write 5 books. I was very happy. I signed the contract. But my books got sold maximum at the airport. A lot of assignments I got in the Middle East because of that book. One fine day, I got a call from one lady from the Middle East. I saw the Middle Eastern number. I said, yeah, how can I help you? He said, one of our directors picked up your book from the airport. He liked it a lot. We want you to talk to all our senior management, business heads, for 2 days. I said, you are from where? So she said, I'm calling from Lulu.
Vishal's ability to adapt to changing times was evident as he embraced digital platforms. He became the face of One Network's Finance Tube on YouTube, where he shared financial insights with a broader audience. His expertise also led to opportunities to host events where he engaged with luminaries like Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, spiritual leader Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, and boat founder Aman Gupta. Today, Vishal is transitioning into a role as a finance coach and mentor, focusing on guiding entrepreneurs through critical phases like fundraising, mergers, and acquisitions. His journey is a powerful lesson in the importance of pursuing what you are truly passionate about, even if it means stepping away from the security of a conventional career path. Vishal Thakkar didn't just follow the norm, he forged his own path, guided by his Ikigai. His story is a source of inspiration, showing us that with courage, resilience, and a focus on what we are genuinely good at, we too can achieve success on our terms.